Greetings. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you very much for the applause. Alright, calm down everyone. Thank you. Hi, what's up? A lot of you must be wondering like, girl, where the hell have you been? Yeah, I have a life. Shocking. I know. But now I'm here. I haven't made a video in 4 months. I will try to catch you up on what went down in those 4 months. I will try. Number 1. I watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yes, that came out in March. That's how long it has been. Cried my eyes out in the finale. Episode 5, my favorite episode ever. Chef's kiss, amazing. I took up stand-up comedy because I just knew that I was gifted with the art of making people laugh. I'm helping the economy and everyone just wins here. The best thing that happened, I got to meet Tom Hiddleston, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Paul Bettany, and Elizabeth Olsen. And it was the best thing ever. I screamed and I cried the second it started. So the first people I saw were Lizzie and Maggie. She was wearing a purple top, really cute, and her hair was up in a bun. And he was wearing a blue sweater. And then I looked down, I see Sebastian Stan, and I started crying even more. I was praying that he would wear his tattoo sleeve because he's shooting his show right now, and he did. He was wearing a gray sweater and he kept playing with his hair and he looked so good and his hair was all so nice and fluffy and he kept like twirling his hair like that, and I took so many pictures. And then Tom Hiddleston was right here. It was the best 45 minutes of my entire life. I felt so good. I laughed with them. I cried. Oh, also I got bangs. Felt like a good decision. Now I just can't wait for them to grow out. So, now that I'm done rambling, let me tell you what today's video is about. Basically, I'm doing a Q&A. What? See, the last time I did a Q&A was a year and 2 months ago. I just love to talk. I got a lot of questions on my Instagram, so I took the liberty to categorize them into different sections. Alright, so I have my questions on a piece of paper because I'm old-fashioned. I like to write things. The first category, Marvel questions. First question that we have, who is my favorite Marvel character? Before I say this, I'm not gonna say Steve and Tony. Obviously, they've done some stupid things in the past that made me just want to go like, oh, but I love those two so much, excluding them. Top 5 Marvel characters who I love more than I love myself. Natasha Romanoff, Peter Parker, Bucky Barnes, Loki, and Wanda Maximoff. Oh my god, I love them so much. Some of my other favorite characters, and these are some really underrated characters: Scott Lang, Thor, Hope, Rocket. These characters are so amazing. Okay, so someone asked me, am I Team Cap or am I Team Iron Man? Here's the thing. When I first watched Civil War and I found out there was this whole Team Cap and Team Iron Man thing, I was in a sticky situation. I was in a big dilemma on deciding on whether I'm Team Cap or Team Iron Man because I honestly couldn't. And then a while later, I kind of found myself naturally being attracted to Team Cap. Like, for some reason, I was just drawn. And now I can proudly say that I am Team Cap. Some of my absolute favorite characters are in that team, so, you know, gotta love it. Next question is, WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Let me tell you something. WandaVision is probably one of the best things to ever happen in television history ever. The way they go through different decades of sitcoms and the way Elizabeth Olsen just makes me feel by playing Wanda is just amazing. I love everyone in the show. And as for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I pick Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Here's the thing, every single week I would wake up and realize that I am one day closer to Friday, which means I am one day closer to seeing Sam and Bucky. I was already really attached to them, but after Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I got even more attached to them, and that made me excited to see them every single week. As serious as the show was, it still made me laugh, and it still made me cry. The next question is a personal favorite of mine, because it involves my favorite person. Out of all the Buckys, which Bucky is your favorite? Oh my god. Okay, my absolute number one favorite Bucky definitely has to be Falcon and the Winter Soldier Bucky. He looked so good in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The short hair, the beard, everything. Oh my, he looked absolutely gorgeous. My second favorite would have to be Endgame Bucky, even though we got to see him for like 5 seconds towards the end. he looked absolutely amazing. And that also goes for Infinity War. I'm not even kidding, he looked like Jesus in that. If you know, you know. And then I'd say Winter Soldier and then Civil War. But my absolute favorite Bucky was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Alright, next question. If you could date any character from the MCU, who would it be? Let's start with the guys. Bucky Barnes would be a solid number one. Steve Rogers, Infinity War Steve. Words can describe how amazing Steve looked in Infinity War. How can someone be so perfect? And the fact that he shaved off his beard for Endgame is the most ridiculous thing ever. And the third person would be Peter Parker, because I'm madly in love with Tom Holland. Now the ladies. Number 1, Natasha Romanoff. Number 2, Wanda Maximoff. God, I love her so much. Alright, now we have questions about why. Basically just stuff about me in general. What does your dream life look like? Love the question. I'm not gonna give away too much detail, so I'm gonna give you like a good overview of it. Living in a place where I've always wanted to live at. Doing a job I've dreamed about my entire life. And yes, I have a specific job in mind. The thing I won't do is not work a 9-to-5 job, because to me that just the idea of it does not make me happy. And it's just like one of those things that you never feel satisfied with, so never do that. I would definitely have a puppy. Do the best things in the entire world. Great friends. When I don't even care if I have like 5 friends. Quality over quantity. I want to give the whole garden thing a go at least once in my lifetime. Being a good role model to others, because I look up to so many amazing people and have inspired me to just do whatever the hell I want. And just being a good person, because it's really important to be a good, kind person. Next question. Whoever asked it, I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing. They asked me, who is your celebrity crush? You can only pick one. Winky face, because, you know, I have the biggest crush on Tom Holland. Love Tom Holland. During the time of Spider-Man Homecoming, since that time. But I don't know what happened. But did I madly fall in love with Sebastian Stan? You're telling me to pick between Tom Holland and Sebastian Stan. I'll say Sebastian Stan. I made your job easier, Sebastian Stan. And every single time he posts a story on Instagram, I genuinely get so happy. Other than Sebastian and Tom Holland, Chris Evans and Tom Hiddleston. Okay, how can no one love Chris Evans? They are so amazing, and I idolize them so much. I just genuinely love them, even if it's not like, oh, they're hot, oh, they have such pretty eyes, which, by the way, their eyes are gorgeous. I have had the biggest girl crush on Scarlett Johansson. I'm not going to get into it, because then I won't shut up, and I love her. And the second person is Elizabeth Olsen. This next question asks, would you change something about your life? Say yes. There are a lot, and I mean a lot of things that I would change about my life. I'm also growing. Like, I haven't even made it to my 20s yet. And I'm still learning every day. Aren't these experiences the things that teach us and the things that help us learn? Ask me that question in like 5 years when I'm in my 20s, I'll give you a proper, solid answer. I really enjoyed this next question. If I could live in one TV show for the rest of my life, which would it be? Well, the number one show I definitely want to be in and live in is Friends. It's set in the 90s. The characters, the fashion sense, oh my god. And it's my all-time favorite TV show in the entire world. The second show I'd be a part of would be The Office. I would be in definitely WandaVision. Now, do I want Wanda to entrap me in her false reality where she brings back her dead husband, who's an android, and she holds an entire town hostage? The answer is yes, because sometimes I say to myself, now would be a good time if I was trapped into the hex. I'd go back and forth from the hex like 4 times or 5 times, and then I'd gain powers. We know someone else who did that. and she's a badass. Can't forget the important one, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 3 words, Sam and Bucky. This next question is, are you more of an introvert or an extrovert? And I'm here to tell you, I'm an ambivert. So I've always felt like a proper balance between an introvert and an extrovert. I think I always felt more towards the introvert side of things. Now I get it, my ravishing personality might say otherwise. I thrive when I'm by myself. I get so much done when I'm by myself. And I love being by myself, you know? I just get to do my own thing. And with people, it's like, you have to like talk and blah 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 blah. Like they don't shut up, you don't shut up sometimes. It's nice, but sometimes it's just like, shut up. So like I'm my own therapist basically. My next question is, what are some of my hidden talents? Number 1, I am really good at mental math. It makes me so proud because I suck at math. Well, I don't suck at math. I mean, certain things I'm really good at. Trigonometry and histograms. Yeah, I'm good at all that stuff. Algebra and triangles, hate it. Always have hated it. Made me cry so much. Second thing I'm good at is impressions. I am so good at doing impressions of others or like mimicking them. Some of my most popular ones, Shin-chan. If you watch Shin-chan, I don't have to explain what Shin-chan is. Alexis Rose, Natalie Portman, Scarlett Johansson, Kristen Stewart are some of my most popular impressions. I saved the best for last. I'm surprisingly good at this one. I can do a really, really good Chris Hemsworth impression. To be specific, that scene where Thor and Loki meet in the first Avengers movie on Stark Tower, that scene. So being able to do a good Chris Hemsworth impression means the entire world to me, you know. Okay, so the last question for this video, would I do YouTube full time? So if you asked me that like 8-9 years ago, I would have told you like a hell yes. Now my answer is definitely a no. I love creating things and this helps get my creative juices flowing, but I would not do it full time. The second it starts feeling like a job to me, I need to take a step back and take a break and then come back again because I want to feel like something I love doing and I do for fun. I actually have hopes and dreams. Alrighty, y'all, so we've reached the end of this video. I haven't talked this much in a really long time, like just to my camera, you know. It's been a hot minute since I did that. Hopefully this allowed you to get to know me a little better. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and comment something down below. I don't know, comment an emoji. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I have some really fun things. I think I even forgot how to do an outro. Anyways, stay in school, stay cool. I will see you in my next video. Bye!